Hey everyone, this is Kyle Patch over at SS&SI, and today I will be demonstrating how to configure the Smart Intrusion Prevention uh, with the Analyzer config on a Uniview IQ NVR. And that sounds like a mouthful, but initially what it does is that it allows the NVR to do analytics on board rather than depending on the camera itself for the analytics. So that's great for if you're wanting to take over an existing older system that may have third-party cameras that support ONVIF, so you can still reuse them, but usually the limitation with ONVIF is that you're only guaranteed 24/7 recording and you get a live view. You don't really get any analytics support. So this IQ NVR allows you to do onboard analytics to help out with that, as well as if you're taking over an older Uniview system that may not have all the newer features like the cameras do today, or if you're taking over a limited system where it's low budget initially and the customer wants to get into analytics. So swapping out the NVR with this IQ NVR is a great move to do. So as you can see here, we have the HDMI interface pulled up on the IQ NVR. And to get right into it, we'll right click on the mouse and go into menu. And then on the far left, we'll hit VCA. And let me show you the camera that we're working with today. So it's this older Uniview camera. It is a -F model. So this is several years old, before human and vehicle filtering were even a thing. And as you can see, it doesn't even support line crossing or enter or leave area. It only really has intrusion detection. And if you pull up the intrusion detection, it doesn't have the option to filter with humans or vehicles. So what's going to trigger anytime anything enters the area that you draw? So let's have the NVR do the analytic instead, and I'll show you the difference. So first we have to turn on the analyzer config. So we'll come over here right under VCA, we'll do analyzer config, and we'll change the drop down to smart intrusion prevention. We'll hit yes. And while that loads, you'll see a usage 0%. So the NVR does have limitations. There are only a certain quantity of channels that you can apply this to. So if you need this specific feature for some cameras, make sure you do it on the higher priority cameras first, and then slowly start phasing in newer cameras so that way the NVR isn't doing all of the processing. So now the smart intrusion prevention is turned on for the analyzer config. We'll go back into VCA config and then go back into that -F camera. So now cross-line detection, enter, leave area, those are analytics that are available now because the NVR side is doing it. And also you can see there is the highlighted NVR side analysis that is available on the intrusion detection. So let's click on that to highlight it, and then we'll click on the gear icon to go into the intrusion detection again. And so now over on the far right, you can actually turn on or off the detection trigger for motor vehicles or human bodies. So that makes it much more reliable in a sense, less false positives. So you can go ahead and get an area drawn. Real simple area. And then right click, hit apply. And it's as simple as that. So now this -F camera has a smart intrusion prevention enabled because of the IQ NVR. And you can go an even step further and include line crossing now that it is available for this camera, since the NVR is doing the analytics. You can draw the area or the line, set the motor vehicle or human body analytic, and then you're off to the races with it. Another awesome option that you can do is ultra motion detection. So if the line crossing or the intrusion detection isn't cutting it, you can give the ultra motion detection a shot. So if you go back here in Analyzer Config, select ultra motion detection, and let that load. Oh, so we have to disable. And then go back into Analyzer. Oh. So it'll clear out anything that the NVR was doing before with the smart intrusion prevention, and now the NVR will apply ultra motion detection to cameras. So for this, we will go into alarm and motion. So we'll hit the drop down, go into that -F model again. And so by default, it has just basic grid-based motion, which nowadays it doesn't really cut it anymore, to be honest. So now that we can do ultra motion detection with the NVR side, this is similar to intrusion detection, but a little bit more thorough. So you can draw the area. Here, let's get a new area drawn. And then you can do the human body motor vehicle filtering as well. So once you hit save on that, the camera is ready to go for the human body motor vehicle detection with ultra motion detection. So it just allows the NVR to do smarter analytics with older or third party cameras. It just allows you to have that ease of mind. So yeah, if there are any questions at all, please leave them in the comments. I'm happy to help, and have a great day.